Right, the opposition party, People's Democratic Party, PDP, are currently exploring every option available in selecting a running mate for its presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar. The southeast zone of the party had initially reached out to its leadership and presidential candidate to ensure that the PDP standard-bearer picks his running mate from the zone. But with reports emerging that the party committees are gravitating towards River State Governor Nyesom Wike, the southeast request might have fallen on deaf ears. The leadership of the party in the southeast initially argued that having failed to cede the presidential ticket to the zone, which had consistently supported the PDP since 1999, the only thing left for the party was to cede the vice presidential slot to it. After the PDP presidential primary, the Apex Social Cultural Organization for the Igbo, or Aneze Indigbo, criticized the party for betraying the zone. Joining us on the show this morning as we discuss the stance of the southeast on Atiku Abubakar's running mate coming from the region and what happens if the slot goes to the south-south side of the country is Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezeife, former Governor of Anambra State. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the morning show.
Good morning, brilliant lady. I commend your team for brilliance.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Well, welcome to the program, sir. But first, are you disappointed that despite the efforts of Igbo elders and also the Ohaneze Indigbo to talk to the political parties, to say now it is the turn of the Southeast, and that no Southeasterner should accept a vice presidential slot. Yet, in spite of all of that, no major political party, except maybe Labour Party, has an Igbo standard bearer. There are four others in the smaller parties, ZLP, NRM, and ADC, that have Igbo standard bearers. But the two major political parties that were the focus, they're not promoting the Southeast agenda. Are you disappointed?
Let me make a small comment, please. Nigerians should be happy. I should say congratulations to Nigerians. Something is ending and a beginning is coming. Nigeria has been playing politics without conscience, without principle, and without consistency. I think that God has taken over and to dominate man's mess up of God's design for Nigeria's greatness, superpowerdom, and raising the respect and dignity of all blacks. Things are bound to change. Yes, we said we do not need anybody from the Southeast to go for vice president. You see, when there is no conscience in politics, there will be no principle. And without principle, there can be no consistency. Now, we at the Igbo Elders group have principle, have consistency. We've said we don't want a vice president from our side. We want president. That's it. And now we haven't got it from the major parties. We don't want them to give us vice president either. So we work for president. And as it is now, we are, I think, not unlucky. The PDP, the APC, these two have reached the highest level. The highest bidders have taken everything. And we are not among the highest bidders. Our people make money from their sweat. So we are not regretting too much what happened. But so many things have gone wrong, even from among ourselves. Our leadership has not been clear and has not been strong enough to introduce discipline in the behavior of our political parties. As you saw, you can say APC didn't give us, PDP didn't give us, even though we have been sacrificial and for PDP. But we got something from Labour, and God knows what his plans are. The desires of God is for greatness for this country. The resources in manpower and material God gave Nigeria is for superpowerdom, not for these things we are doing. And if it is a matter of highest bidder, I think it is over for PDP. It is over for APC. Something else must happen. God has taken over Nigerian politics to impose his will, to dominate over man's mess up of God's design. This is how I see what is going on. But I'm not a prophet. I'm not even spiritual. But this is how politically I see the situation.
Well, sir, you don't have to be a prophet. You have your own perspective. And what might that something that have taken over, what might that be? Since you've ruled out APC, you've ruled out PDP, what exactly do you think could be God's design?
Well, for me, I think we are coming out of a certain politics to something more relevant, more developmental, and more positive in Nigeria. If you can see some people rejoicing, they're not rejoicing because they will make personal gain from what is unveiling. If Peter Obi becomes president of Nigeria, you will hear many people jumping up and dancing and saying, Nigeria has come alive. There will be no Almajiris anymore. They will be eliminated. They will be helped to survive. There will be no urban talakawas anymore. Nobody has a destiny of poverty. Nobody. So Nigeria will explode in economic development. And Peter Obi can fix Nigeria. And it is not for the interest, not for the benefit of Igbo. No way. Some Igbos don't understand. Peter Obi is just a gift of God to all Nigeria. The Fulani will be stable in the country and not want to dominate everybody. The Igbo wants a level playing ground. The Yoruba is very successful already. The same way goes with all the small groups. And this is a turning point for our country. I'm proud of it. I'm happy to tell anybody who is listening that a change is coming. We kept talking about new Nigeria, new Nigeria. That new Nigeria is being manifested. And that's how I see it.
Okay. A new Nigeria is coming. A change is coming. It's being manifested. Your candidate is Peter Obi. You think can get the job done. How will he win the Southeast? Will the Ohanaeze Ndigbo formally endorse him? Will Governor Umahi turn around and say that we'll help Peter Obi because he said the vote in Ebonyi is for Tinubu? What will happen?
Yeah, we have internal problems. I mentioned our weakness in leadership that can impose discipline. But this man is my personal friend. Every Christmas he brings rice to my house. But you know, there are some people who don't understand the ABC of Nigerian politics. Umahi decamped from PDP. And I saw him in the presence of Pius Anyim's house when he came to lobby for Pius to join him. I later discovered Pius refused. But instead of thinking of why Pius refused, he still went ahead and joined APC. How many people followed him? Now, Umahi, as governor, And even chairman of governors comes out directly against the interest of his people. I have read so many things about him, how he has brought in people who killed his own people. And this time around, I think I will appeal to him, and I will go personal to him and tell him to recant and make a different statement from what he said. It helps him nowhere. It doesn't help anybody from the southeast. And what is worse, his position cannot help Nigeria. We are more interested in blacks, all blacks on earth. This is why God gave us some destinies he gave us. So if a person like chairman of Eastern Governors says his people should not vote Peter Obi, he's talking for himself. And he must withdraw it fast. He must withdraw that statement very fast. So we are prayer people. Very soon you will hear there will be an Igbo-wide prayer to God to say, forgive us for all our trespasses and help us help Nigeria. We are not talking to help us alone. Help us help Nigeria to lift the position of blacks in the world. And the blacks need to take a position in the world. Look at the United Nations. They are there and people are being mauled and killed in Ukraine. This is not what God created us for. God created the black man first to begin with. And the black man has resources in every way to affect how the world goes. But because of our problem and then the slave trade, etc., we find it necessary for the black Americans to say, Black Lives Matter. When Nigeria takes its rightful position in the scheme of things in the world, everybody will know that Black Lives Matter. It's not a matter of, we are fighting in Nigeria among ourselves and killing ourselves. It's not our job. God designed us to lead blacks on earth. And we are about to begin that job.
Okay, beyond all of this, President of Southeast Extraction, your preferred candidate, Peter Obi, and all the other issues we've been discussing. What's your impression so far about the present political process leading up to 2023 general elections? Some people have expressed concerns about religion, about ethnicity, and also about the monetization, the reign of bribery in the process. What's your take on some of these issues?
Well, let me start with some of that things we don't control. I arrived Nigeria as an Igbo. I didn't choose to be an Igbo. I arrived Nigeria, having arrived as Igbo, as a Christian also. I didn't choose to be a Christian. My friend Musa arrived in Kano. He didn't choose to be Fulani or Hausa. He also didn't choose to be a Muslim. But these things were done by God, whom all of us worship. How does it become me to go and fight against people? I invited Mietiala here. I invited Gumi. I invited some people who have independent thinking. Eventually, we couldn't meet because I didn't have enough money to pay for ticket and this. If anybody is listening to this and wants it to go on, let him help me. I didn't have the money for ticket and hotel accommodation. But we need people who will think away from ethnicity. I'm Igbo. Who makes me Igbo? God only. I don't know when he decided. didn't know I was going, what Igbo is. It's something I arrived and found myself Ezeife, and I find everybody there is Christian. And I'm also Christian. And take the Quran, read it clearly. Take the Bible, read it clearly. And you find no serious difference between the two holy books. And in chapters of the Quran, Allah made it clear that He sent the holy book of our Bible, He sent the gospel, and He sent also, according to the Quran, the Muslim religion. But I don't think that we should, because of religion, because of tribe, kill ourselves, reduce our position in the world of politics. No, we should exploit them. God gave us tremendous human resources, many talents from many tribes, but lack of leadership made it difficult for us to realize where we belong. Now, money. When you lose conscience, and nothing else is left but comprehensive corruption in every way. Comprehensive corruption in every way. Now, we are saying we want Igbo Southeast president of Southeast extraction. Many of our delegates did not vote for any Southeast person because of what? Money. And then the state of the economy, poverty. If do I have that money to give them? Bullion vans started bringing dollars now, not naira. Bullion vans were bringing dollars to the event areas, the primary activities. And even the dollar was effective enough to affect the price of money, the exchange rate in Nigeria. So we came to PDP. The dollar man, my friend, the former vice president, he came to APC. My friend, Tinubu, unleashed dollar. Even many of the people, he sponsored them to buy 100 million naira application form. And when the time comes, they step down for him. And then he shared money to people. Let me let you know, I contributed to Tinubu becoming a governor in Lagos State. And Tinubu was the only human being who supported me financially when they kidnapped my wife. So I'm not saying anything personally against him. But if I have a vote, I won't vote for him because I don't want him to go and die there. Also, it is not, I think, the Yoruba and the Igbo are the main reasons why we have problems in Nigeria. Because they misunderstood themselves from 1952. They misunderstood themselves. If the Yoruba and the Igbo are to understand themselves and love Nigeria jointly, all this domination of any group in Nigeria would be a dead thing. And the country will take its own position in the world. And the Yoruba better wake up. Igbo, wake up. If you talk to Igbo man, say, Yoruba will never change. If you talk to Igbo, Yoruba, Igbo will never change. We will keep fighting. Now, change is coming. Let not the Yoruba go supporting Tinubu and the supporting our friend. So I think the time has come for melting. Let Nigeria take advantage of God-given advantages. Let the Igbo and the Yoruba mix, integrate, and work together. Let the Fulani know they are a minority. But let Igbo and the Yoruba know we need the Fulani. They have strategic thinking ability, and they have special role to play for the success of Nigeria. And every group in Nigeria, no group can work out of a Nigerian system that is effective. So please, I'm appealing to all. I appeal to all Nigerians to pray. The Igbo will have maybe 3 days of prayer. And every woman, anywhere he is, will pray at a given hour so that we stop making shame of ourselves. All the good gifts of God, sometimes we throw them with our bad mouth. Sometimes we are arrogant in the extreme. We need a change in Nigeria. And that change is coming. Let nobody block it by giving us all kinds of fake stories and arrogant propaganda.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezeife, for joining us on the morning show. Thank you very much indeed.